Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Back with another livery, community livery video that is. Welcome to the Garage One Motorsports paint division. Hello, how are you all doing? Welcome. Today's video we have the Bentley Continental GT3. And the last livery you all see me done with for this was the vein so gold livery design that I did for this one, based off of the driver suit that is in this game, the vein so gold driver suit. That livery is out there already. There's not much else that I can do to it. I can bring it over into this ecosystem. You heard me talk about on the previous video, this whole ecosystem that I have right now of creating this division within this division, as far as these cars running with these liveries in the same number plates, but are differentiated by class and things of that nature. So right here we have a livery that I can only describe to you all as a toss-up. It's just a toss-up. I literally didn't have a concept or anything that I wanted to do with this livery. I just wanted to go as abstract as I possibly could, and I found a shape inside of the I found a shape or a vinyl with inside of the selection thing that they give you, that you can just choose from. So I went through there, found something, placed it all over the car in a single color, and then I basically duplicated that and made it into, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 other colors to give it this spotty look all over the vehicle. The Bentley is a huge car, so there's a lot of area to work with when creating a livery for this vehicle. And you know, I'm all about the simple liveries, not too over the top and things like that, things that just looks good on track. And every car is different, so you have to do a livery for every car differently, especially if you're going along with how the shape of the car is, following the contour of the body shape of the vehicle itself. The Bentley being as big as it is, although you have a lot of room to work with, so there's a lot of liveries that do not look good on this car at all. So you can either keep it simple or try to go overboard with it. I'm not on PC, so I can't copy and paste certain stuff and bring it into the game like they can do with some of those anime girl things that they be doing for a lot of the vehicles in this game for some odd reason. The Bentley, though, I would like to say the Bentley has a lot of simple liveries, though. It is one of the GT3 cars that have a lot of simple liveries that I actually like. A lot of them I actually do like. A lot of people have done some really good designs for the Bentley. Me, like I said, I love the simple designs, and just keep the decals, put the decals on there, have great placement and stuff like that for them. Just make it make sense. So right here, this is Team AIM. I did have what AIM stood for, because it was an acronym or an abbreviation. No, it's not an abbreviation, it's an acronym. And I did have something for what that meant. When it comes to me, it's probably going to be in the description below as you are looking at this video. But yeah, Team AIM, and I think it's starting to come to me now. Yeah, no, I'm losing it. I thought I had it for a second, but I started to for the I. I know what the M means. The M means momentum. I forgot what I said the A and the I meant, but I have Team AIM right here. Spider design, like I said in the beginning, this was just a toss-up livery. The Bentley, you have a lot of work a lot of area to work with when creating a livery for this vehicle, and a lot of times you want to go simple with this vehicle. Now a lot of on where you see black at along the tail lights there, and did I do it in the front? Okay, I didn't do it in the front, but I did do it around the grille. It is inspired by the newer version of this car that is an ACC. So it isn't this model for this GT3 car. It's the model that ACC has, the newer model. And I say that on the tail lights because I have it blacked out around the tail lights, and it's normally always blacked out around the tail lights on the newer version. It's a slicker version than this car. I believe they're around the same weight, same size, width, height, and all of that stuff, but this one is a lot more oval. This is a potato, if you will. A lot of subtle hints here as far as decals go. Didn't really want to put too much decals on this car because it is a potato shaped vehicle, and a lot of times placing a lot of decals on a car with this type of shape does not do it any good at all. But that's why a lot of the decals that you do see here I kept low, very low, towards the bottom of the vehicle. Didn't want to place it along the body or along the contour of this vehicle because it just didn't look right to me personally as I was placing them around. So I had to find an area to put them, and a lot of them are going to be on the bottom end of the vehicle. And it's like that all around the vehicle. But things that had more attention, and things that I wanted to have more attention, you'll see them on the upper parts of the vehicle. And I kept it very tiny. I didn't want to put too much there. I normally go two right here under each one of these lights, as you can see where the Pirelli is under the bigger light, and I usually have something under the smaller light, but I didn't put it right there. I wanted to keep that empty as well. Got the little F down there at the bottom near the front tire for the Fanatec. Just took the F out, made it look like it's floating. A lot of the decals on here, I went with another layer underneath it and just brought the opacity down to give it like this floating look off of the spots that are on the vehicle. We'll probably have to go photo mode at the top here. M Sport Customer Racing. I went with that here. Didn't really have, because I did put aim up here, but it was too tiny, and the bigger I made it, the weirder it looks. So I just went with the M Sport Customer Rating livery here. As you can see, this is designated as a class gold. Along the other class goals, I'm gonna come up with a sheet of all of the liveries that I did, and I'm gonna base it by class. So a lot of the bronze liveries are gonna be in a class. A lot of the liveries that have a bronze class on it, they're gonna be along on a line together. The gold on a line together, and the silver on. I have a lot of decals. I have a lot of liveries that have the gold class on the number plate though, and I need to slow down on that because I think they're in the 10s, whereas the bronze I have like maybe 1 or 2. Silver I have maybe I probably have 3 or 4, but there's a lot of them that are put in the gold. But yeah, I think this is a simple livery. From a distance it does stick out. It really does stick out. It looks good on track, especially when the sun is out. And that's mostly what I be going for. A lot of liveries that I do create, I run them on track. Whomever you may be, you've seen me run these liveries on track, maybe for a race. I don't do it for very long because I do run my team livery. My team livery is really what I'm trying to get to only running on this account. Now you might see me running all of the liveries that I create. You will see me running elsewhere, but you won't see me running that here because this is my team account. But I'm trying to move everything over into a new account because that one is specifically my team account. So I'm not sure how I want to do that just yet, because that is tied to the sim racing things that I'm trying to get into. But yeah, it's the Bentley logo. We're gonna go into Bentley logo. I keep calling a livery a logo, so excuse me there. But we're gonna go into the paint shop here just to show how do I even get the spots and things, what I even did. So as you see right here, 2/61, it's just a vinyl, the circle, like spotted, the spotted circle vinyl. You'll see it once you go in here and you'll catch it, but that's what I did. And then I just basically made it into like 5 different colors, and just placed them over. So I did a layer first. I did it layer by layer. If I do open this up, I don't know if they fixed it in an update yet, but it's going to mess this up as well. A lot of this stuff is going to be changing directions. A lot of this stuff is probably just going to be all over the place. You're going to see more white, because the spots are going to be bigger. So it's really going to mess it up. That only happens as of now when you group the layers together and then you try to open it. It's going to do that, so I'm not going to open it, but I did it by layers. So I started with a lot of these started black first, and then I went red on the next layer, and then I went blue, this orange color, like a tangerine color, then I went black. And that wasn't enough, because although it did look okay to me, I wanted to do like a faded black, almost like burn marks on it, or to give a matter of fact, I think it is coming back to me now, to give the impression of like burn holes from a shot. And that's where the team name AIM comes from. And at the top of the roof, you see right here, I try my best to make an optic, a dot, like an optic dot, but put my own little flair on it. Instead of going with like the bars where you see the flags at, I went with the flags to give it a race feel, but it is indeed a reticle, and that's the overall theme that I was going for with this design. I think I had went through two different concepts before I landed on this one, and I deleted both of those, and I ended up going with this one right here. And this was kind of last minute. I literally just turned some music on, sat back, and put the spots first, and then the ideal of AIM and taking a shot and stuff like that came to me. Although the AIM is an acronym for something, it still stands for like aim, a goal, or things of that nature. That's why the reticle is sitting up top, and I put it around the antenna, because the bigger I made it, the weirder it ended up looking. Yeah, that's this livery right here. I know I don't see a lot of people running the Bentley. I'm starting to see quite a few people running the Bentley. It's a really good car. It has really great acceleration. It's a very stable car as well, getting in and out of corners. It holds its weight really, really good, actually. So yeah, that's gonna be it for that. Let's go ahead and head over to the cinematic right here and close this one out. So that being said, man, I am Pointed, like always. Keep racing clean, keep racing competitive, keep racing fun. I can't wait to see you all on track. Can't wait to see whomever this livery might resonate with. And if you love the Bentley and you're looking for a livery for the Bentley, I'm going to be making more liveries for a lot of these vehicles. I'm not done making liveries. I love making liveries. Outside of doing this on the game, I draw, and that has always been a hobby of mine. So any type of way I can bring a certain level of creativeness into this game as it pertains to just basically bringing my own concepts and thoughts to life, I do that in the paint shop. So it kind of works out for me, and I'm not done at all by any imaginary. You'll probably see for the gold class, it's probably going to get up to about 50 liveries in the gold class, 50 liveries in the silver, and 50 liveries in the bronze. And this is not even including the other number plate that I have that's going to be for something else that I have that is a bit more specific instead of being based off of class. Because I have a whole lot of series in mind that I'm about to come up with and introduce, so we can get some real racing, get some real fun racing, get more people involved, and yeah, just having fun, introducing that across many different divisions that I'm coming up with. But with that being said, man, I want to say thank you all for the support over on the YouTube channel. You all are showing so much support. I've been getting a lot of messages when I pop up in when the public lobbies now. I get a lot of messages from people in the public lobbies just saying that they love the content that I make, which is also a surreal thing. It brought a smile to my face because it's been doing this YouTube thing for on and off for a minute now. But I've always wanted to do a racing channel dedicated to racing because I love racing. But getting the support on the YouTube channel and seeing the comments that you all leave on the YouTube channel is surreal in itself, along with the channel being already up in the 240s right now. That goal is 500, and then that goal after that is 1,000. But getting messages from individuals that I'm just popping up in the multiplayer lobbies and getting a message saying that they love the content and stuff like that. It definitely takes some getting used to, but I'm glad to see that, and I thank you to whoever you are. If you see me in the lobbies with you, don't be afraid to send a message. If you feel like sending one, I'm not one of those people. I respond extremely fast. Engagement is important, and whether on this game, the YouTube, and the outside world as well, I'm the same way. I'm not that person that's not going to speak back. So if you see me, don't be afraid to say, hey, send me a message. I read all the messages, I reply to all the messages, and I just want to say thank you all. But with that being said, that's the Bentley, that's the livery for the Bentley. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.